Hi guys, it's Rachel here. I'm back with my 100 day project, and I am going to be working with some of my what are they called, straw paper envelopes or bags, whatever you like, and I'm using Medieval Mirage, and so I want to make quite a few of these, and I'm going to be just mucking around and collaging as I normally do. So this one I have kind of thought about, because I've been having a bit of a block today. It's been driving me bananas. So I've got some very old French music paper here, and then I'm going to stick down some textile, because as I mentioned, the Medieval Mirage sort of what are they called, kits sort of bring me to use, I feel like I need to use fabrics with them, so I quite like that one. So I'm just going to glue that down. You haven't seen my thought process there. There wasn't much of a thought process. It was just like a bit of I bungled my way through it. So you didn't miss out on much. Probably better just to see me go when I've already had a little think. So this is a super old book page. I think it was like 1801, I want to say, something like that. The book has long gone. I altered it quite a long time ago, and so I just had a few bits of the book pages left over. And then this is it from Medieval Odyssey. Now I am quite a mess, so I may not know which kit some things come from. So what I'll do is I will maybe in the description box list a couple of kits that I think I might have used, and then you can figure it out from there. So I'm wondering whether I want that to go up there or no. I think I'll put it across that way, and I think I'll have to glue on here rather than the fabric. Okay, so that's that one, and I've just did some more stamping the other day. I'll just have a look and see if I've got anything here that I might like to use. I've got some new stamps, and I just might like, that's a similar flower, don't know, I might like a little stamped, it's stamped on antique linen. Oh yeah, I do like that. I'm going to put that there. There you go. Good thing I brought all of those nearby. So I just put my glue here, and I think that envelope is done. And then I stick these down to the journal page. So I've got this, I mean, it hasn't, poor thing hasn't found a home yet. This is a signature cover. The pages have long since fallen out, but I normally attach them on like that or on the inside of a book. So I really like that one. I think that just gives it the extra touch. So I'll just put that to one side. Probably will lose it. Oh, this is the first one that I was playing with. I haven't quite finished it yet. I've made this a pocket, and I've got to fix this, and I'm going to put her there, but she needs to go on to a piece of fabric. And of course, oh, there it is over there. Okay, and I think I want to put it onto this tea dyed gauzy stuff. So I'll just, in a very awkward manner, cut some out. I did want to stitch, however, you should see the mountain of stuff in front of my sewing machine. I can't get to my sewing machine. I'd love to stitch her onto there. It's not quite big enough, doesn't matter. Maybe I like her better without it. Maybe a different colour. So let's get a different colour. I've got this one here. This is very fine stuff. Oh, wrong scissors. Those won't cut fabric. They're long gone. Okay, so we're just getting right into it today. Yes, I think I like that better. I do. It stands out more. What I don't like is that curving up. Well, I'm going to glue it down, so that'll sort of help that problem. Here, put some glue there. Might need a bit more than that. So behind, I'll show you what I've done here in a sec. Because my brain is not working today and it's causing me anxiety quite a bit, I've had to just sort of plan ahead a little bit, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do it. And I'm going to have to pre-record the weekends videos because my brother's going to be here. So then I've got this. So what I did was I put one of my printables in, that was in one of my earlier digital packs. I put a little bit of old book page, some old fabric, and one of those little stampy things from Medieval Mirage. And then this is one of the tags. I've just glued it down as a pocket. And now this is just on regular paper, so I need to back it onto something. And I've got a piece of straw paper here, and I think that will do it. The only thing is I won't sew it now. I'll just make sure I glue it well. Because I can't get to my sewing machine. It's just not possible. Oh, goodness me. You can see the anxiety is just making me do crazy things. So here we go. Oops. Right. So I don't know if you can hear Lulu singing. She's doing maths with her headphones on. Again, she always sings when she does maths. She likes maths, obviously. Okay. So I just went and restocked up on all of my envelopes because when I go to the wholesalers, their supplies seem to go down. And there's two places where I can buy them, but one of them doesn't even have them anymore. I nearly had heart failure. In fact, I had removed them from my shop for a couple of minutes because, and like for a weekend, because they didn't have them. And I thought, oh my goodness, I won't be able to get them anywhere. And I didn't want to sell what I didn't have. So I went and stocked up this morning, and so we should be right for a while. And I really do like using them myself, so that's why I also like to keep them. I like that little taggy. I wonder, no, I think we've got enough. And that will just pop in there. And so that decorates. So you could write there, and that's there. Hello, Lulu, I'm doing a video.
Hello.
How's your throat going?
It's okay.
She hasn't been to school for 2 days since her excursion because she's had a sore throat. There we go. So that one's done, really. That's that little pockety thingy, majiggy. Okay, so I've got one here. I was going to try and use this. Now, what else was I going to do on here? Oh, I know. So let's glue this down because that's surefire. I'm putting that one there for sure. For sure. So just tear my sticky piece of paper off. I've got 2 sticky books here. Now, wouldn't it be helpful if I took one of them away and give myself a bit more space? That would be a clever thing to do. So why don't I put that one down on the ground, and I'll just use this big one because it gives me a bit more scope for gluing. And I've got all kinds of things here that I don't need. Why? Why is that? Chuck it over there. Go on. Nick off. I've got, I have pocket, I've got to make more pockets, guys. I've got 3 more journals to make. And I need to make more pockets, so you have to put up with another pocket video. That might be my next one. Right. Okay. And I'm just dying to use these Medieval Mirage kits. I'll tell you why. Because I want to buy more. I want more Medieval Mirage kits because I want to play more. So I feel like there's so many elements in here I haven't even looked at that I need to just get on and use these. And I'm just tearing this because I need some script paper, and I have a ruler here somewhere, and it was nearby. Where has it gone? Now, do I say that in every single video? Where is my ruler? Well, literally it has. I just used it before. There it is. It's gone under my sewing machine. I just used it. It should be near. Yeah, there's just so many things to play with, and I just and there's so many amazing kits. I know some of you have been over there to have a look, and to make a decision, and decisions are not good because there's so much to choose from. So we'll just put that aside in case we need some more script paper. It's nice and fragile. Oh my goodness, I told you it was fragile. Tore it already. Doesn't matter, glue down, and it's going to be partly covered. So okay, so I'll put that there. A bit of old and a bit of new. Okay, put that there. And then what? Then I was thinking there are these wonderful things here that Jarp has created. They're like belly band sort of things, and I thought that would be super pretty there. Super pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. So it's obviously I'm not going to stitch here because these are gusseted bags, so you don't want to stitch down the, they can expand, and you don't want to stitch that down. Well, you might, but I don't want to tell anyone what they want to do. Okay, so that's going to go there. Oops. And it doesn't really matter to me whether it's in the middle or slightly up or slightly down. Oops. And then I think what I would like to do is like create a nice big tag or something to go in there. Can slip in there. What will I do? Just having a think. There's lots of tags here, for example, that we could utilize. Let me see. I don't think there are any there. For none of those are any good because that's wrong color. Might keep that handy. What a messy moo I have. That's mine. Throw that over there. Okay. Really is like going in a candy store. Oh, I'm thinking this could be a nice tag. I'm going to make a tag out of that. So, just a minute. I say that, but I do, because I know there's so many beautiful things in these kits. I just have to double check that that is the one that I want, and I'm thinking it is. There's some papers there. Oh, there's some pockets. I might need those. Might as well pull them out while I'm seeing them, because otherwise we have to sift through all these amazing things. And that would be a nice tag too. I'm going to make that into something right now. Okay, so that's that. There. I've got another. I mean, seriously, how can you work like this? Put those over there. Put that down there. Oh, got more here. Lots of, look at all these things. There's so many things. Lulu?
Yeah?
Where are you?
In my bedroom.
Oh my goodness, I thought you were in the kitchen. I could hear this noise in her bedroom. And I thought someone was in the house. Oh, that would be a nice tag too. I thought I had that one. I think I used it. I'm going to make that into a tag. Okay, let's make those into tags. Why not? Got some paper here. Do I want that thicker cardstock? I don't think so. I think I'm going to back it with, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to, what's my width? I don't want it to be too wide. So I don't really want to go wider than there. So I think that's going to be super pretty. Tear that off and tear this off. I hope I haven't got my fluffy head, you know, my baby hairs fluffing into the video like yesterday. Now, is that going to be too long? A little bit. We don't want it to be longer than, no, that's perfect. Right, so tear that off. So if anybody wants to know, this is a Stamperia ruler, and I bought it from my little shop around the corner. And I actually haven't been there for ages. They'll be missing me. Okay, so I'm going to back that on some paper. What paper am I going to back it onto? I ask these questions like you can answer me. I could back it onto Well, that would be nice. Would it be too floppy as a tag then? Because that's 2 pieces of copy paper. I was going to say that's thicker paper. It's not. It's 2 pieces of paper. Oh, so many nice. Look at all these nice things to play with. It's never ending. Now, I just emptied out my bin, so I don't have any pieces of cardstock flying. Oh, here we go. I've got old book page. I'm going to back it onto old book page. That's a thin one. That's a thicker one. No, it's the same. Oh no, I think that one's thick. Ooh, I don't like that image. Do I have another thicker one over here? Oh yes, that's thick. Or is that too? Oh, this is really grungy. Look at that. Ooh, and it's brittle. I'm going to use that, and then I'll glue it onto the shiny side. Now I'll do my best to glue it. I'm not going to stitch anything now because I'm in a mess, as you can see, and it's too difficult. So I've glued it pretty well, but then I'll just go and stitch around it after, and I'll put a little tabby thing on the top. So that's great. I like that. And maybe I'll just tear around there. As the paper's so brittle, it should tear. And I may have to trim off a little bit because I don't think I put it on straight. There. And it's nice. It's a nice thickness. Just trim that little bit off. Nice and grungy on the back. And I'll put some lace up the top. I think, what's this doing here? Maybe this would be nice. Just put that there. And I think I will just glue that there, and I'll stitch around it, and I won't have a tab on it for something different. I really like that. Yep, and that will just, see, it just slips in there. Did I do it? Yes. Slips in there, and it's nice and tight. That's perfect. I'm really happy with that one. How quick was that? That was really quick. I mean, I could put a bit of maybe a little piece of fabric down here. Yes, that would be nice. And I'm thinking maybe a little piece of this. What will I do when I run out of? I think I've got other ones. I think I've got other bits and pieces of different ones, so I think I'll be fine when this one runs out. So I'll just trim a wonky piece off that. We'll just pull this up and we'll just get some glue on there. Some glue on there. Yes. Okay, and I'll put some glue on the back of that. Okay. There we go. And that is a bag with a tag. A bag with a tag. How about that? There we go. So that's that one done. That was a really quick one. Now let's see. Let's do another one. Okay. Where to begin? So this is a little one. So this is the bigger one. And that's the little one. Because sometimes you have smaller journals. So, I mean, this one I had already nearly done. So that we can't count that as one. We did that one. I love them. And they all coordinate together. Just love them. So let's just keep on making more. Am I recording? I am recording. 19 minutes. So now, what do I need? Will I pull out any more kits, or that just confused me? I haven't cut into that one yet, so I don't want to do that. That's just going to add more mess. Oh, I do like these. Oh, these. Oh, I like those. Oh, that doesn't belong there. That's digital curio. Right. Well, I do like these. I might use a bit of that. God goodness. Every time I open them, I'm like, ooh, Okay, I don't even care that there's a line there. That's just fine. This is hand torn, so maybe I'll do some hand tearing. I'll have you know, I aimed for the garbage bin there, and where did it go? It went on the floor. What are you doing, Lily? Oh, she's got her pajamas on. She's so my daughter. I don't stay in my pajamas all day, but I would. If I didn't have the fear of someone coming knocking on the door, I would literally stay in my pajamas all day because they are so comfortable. So would Lulu. Well, she doesn't have to answer the door, so she does stay in her pajamas all day.
No, today I didn't.
No, today because we had to go out to the wholesaler and I didn't want to leave you at home by yourself because I thought I'd be gone for too long.
And yesterday I didn't either.
Yesterday? Oh, yesterday.
I had leggings on and this jumper.
Oh, you stayed in your leggings, yes. But I do stay in a tracksuit quite a lot. I like tracksuits. Oh, tracky dacks. Oh, we had this whole discussion before. What are they in America? Sweats. I stay in my sweats all day. Or my yoga pants, even though I don't do yoga.
Well, sweatpants are the closest to pyjama pants.
Or yoga pants, what are they? Leggings.
Yeah.
We call them leggings. So like that. What's next? That's the $1 million question. What is next? What shall we do? I like that. See, we're getting somewhere. What images do I have? Yes, they look like tracksuit pants.
Yeah, but there's like loose.
That's quite pretty. Is it too blend? Oh, I've got a bit of fluff stuck on me. Hey, get off. Might be too blendy. Blendy. Could put that up there. Have that down a bit further and put that down there so you could see a bit more of the pretty paper. I quite like that, but I feel like it needs something else. Quite like that. I don't know. I'll just scratch my eye while I think about it. Oh, what about something stamped? You can see I've been busy stamping. We could have a crown, a fleur-de-lis. This is on beautiful antique hemp. This is a really nice hemp. Some of the hemps I don't stamp on because the weave is too coarse, and so you don't get the definition like that. Yes, why not? Let's go beige. We'll go beige. Yes, sometimes the weave is too coarse, so you don't get the definition from the stamps. But I must say, if I compare stamping on just regular fabric like muslin, or unless it was a coarse sort of muslin, or cotton, compared to stamping on linen or antique hemp, it just doesn't have the same effect. Like I do stamp sometimes on just the, finer linens, or because I've got lots of those vintage tablecloths and things that I cut up, and so I don't throw away the fabrics. I use them because they're linen and things like that, or nice quality cottons, but they are, I don't know, the stamps to me just have a different feel about them. I don't know if you get my drift. Okay, so then we'll put some, really like that one. It's very simple. It's not too colourful, but it's nice. It'll do well in a journal, I think. And I'll put the stamp there. Okay, I do like that. So that one's done. Oh, I was going to put the thing over the top. Okay, I'll just pull it out. That's what I'll do. And I'll just put some more glue. I wanted that over the top, not underneath. That's better. Okay, so that one's done. Where did I put the rest of them? Over there. Now let's do another one. I'd like to do a big one. Let's do a big one. Okay, so put some book page, I think. We'll start with the book page. It's okay, I'm going to put something else, so it doesn't matter if the book page doesn't completely cover it. put a strip of something else on there. Why not? Nice piece of thing to use there. Now I want to tear, just a second, let me see. Yes, so I'll tear it off here, I think, and I'll keep that bit because that's a nice bit to use, and I need to tear a little bit off the top. I think I'm completely off screen, doesn't matter, I'm just tearing. I feel less pressure being off screen. Right, come on. Okay, so, oh, still too long. Could have torn off a bit more. Okay, that'll be right now. Oh, maybe I'll use that side, it's got more writing on it, and I think I better get rid of that page. Oh, I know what else I wanted to use. I wanted to use doilies. I think the doilies, the plain doilies, work really well with the medieval Mirage. So I might have to get my doilies down. Put that, I'll just put it on this side, doesn't matter. Doesn't really have a side. And then I think I need something with handwriting, I would like. Something with handwriting, or maybe even just this, just an edge of this could work. So what about if I just tear, well, why don't I tear it on this side and then it will be on the right, correct side. Okay. Right. Okay. Oh, I like that. So that will go there. I think I need to get a wet one because my fingers are sticking together. Okay. Did I get one or two wet ones? I got one. I think I'll put it back in there and that way it will stay wet. That up there. Okay, now what else are we going to put on here, guys? So we've got a lot of space here. Got pockets. None of those pockets are any the right sort of thing, so I don't want those. Got lots of things printed here. I would maybe like a little bit of, got this, put this up here. I think I'll have that underneath. Like those colours all together. I do. And maybe we'll tear, love all the holes. This is so frail, this fabric. Just love it. Oh yeah. That's really going with it. I think that might be it. I'm just going to glue that one down. I'll glue this down. Okay, cool. And do we want a stamped butterfly? This one is on antique linen. quite like that. Let me just hold it up and look at it. I think I like it sort of going up onto the image and leaving that space empty down there. That's what I like the best. Or without. No, it needs something. Or I've got bees. I've got two types of bees. This is one bee. Let me just trim this one. He's smaller. He takes up less space. I quite like that too. No, maybe the butterfly. Just a sec. Where's the other bee? There's no bees there. They're butterflies. Butterflies. Nope. Maybe I don't have my other bee on this. No, that's not him. I think I've got him in my box that's just there. Yes, I don't think I stamped those yesterday because I've got some. So we'll just keep these near. In here. Here he is, the bee with the crown. Him. He's it. Put those in there. Just going to trim a little bit more off the top. Just make sure I get plenty of glue on there. Yes, I like that. Okay, that one's done. Throw those over there. Aren't they pretty? Love this one with the tuck spot. Okay, let's see what else we can do. I've got a base here. What can I put on that base? Okay, let's see. No. It's not quite right. What about a bit of music paper? Oh, I quite like this idea. Now, just a minute. It's evolving. It's evolving in my head. I might need a little bit of this. Well, that's a big piece. Nope. Maybe I don't like that idea. Oh, what about the flowers? It's all a bit yellow because I printed that on ivory cardstock, and possibly I prefer not on ivory cardstock because it all blends in too much. Let me see what I've got. I had other reprints of things here that went on ivory cardstock. Here we go. So these are just on regular copy paper for collaging purposes, so I didn't become too bulky. Okay, yeah, I definitely like the difference in colour more. So let's just glue down this. So this has just got book page, a little piece of one of my antique letters, and a little piece of medieval Mirage paper that I had flying around. And then I've just glued down some antique linen, and I'm going to glue down a little bit of old book page. Might help if I put it down straight. And then I'm just going to glue down this one, which I really like. I don't want to cover that up too much. Yes. Cool. I like that. You can see the texture behind it because the paper's thin. Just need to get a bit more glue there. Okay. I think it needs something else. Oh, what about a bit of this curling up edge? Just here. Yep, I like that. I like the mix of textures. Okay, good. And I wonder if I need anything there. Don't know. No, I think I'll just leave that. Okay, shall we do one more? What shall we do? What about this one will do? I've already planned it, but I'll show you because I really like this one. This is one of my old letters. I will be scanning those soon, I promise. I just haven't had a chance. I just run all day. I really run all day. Probably like everybody, but you know, everything takes time. Okay. Okay, so that's going to go there. Then I'm going to put this somewhere. Now, I'll have to, oh, I'm going to put that on after. I want to put this down first. So most of the things I've used are from the Medieval Mirage Odyssey Volume 1 and the add-on Volume 1. And I've used a few things, a few papers for the background from, oh no, that's that. Where did I put it? Maybe Medieval Scribe, but I can't quite remember what I used. I'll put that one up a little bit higher. Love these images. And then this one's just going to go here like that. Oh, I love that. This is one of my favorites. Am I even on screen? This video could be a total disaster. I've calmed my farm now. I'm not feeling so anxious because I'm getting it done. Okay. And let me see. I might like this one here. I do. That extra little bit of texture. There we go. That is it. Love that. Okay, so what have I done? I've done this one. Oh, should I stand up? This one here. This one with a little tag that I have to stitch around. That'll make a big difference when it's stitched around. Then, oh, I zoomed in. That's why. Or maybe I'll zoom out a little bit. How about that? There we go. This one here, very soft and pretty. This one has, oh, I didn't do this, I only did a bit of it. That has a little tag in it, and it's got a little tuck spot there. And then this one with that old letter behind it. Love it. Very nice. Okay, so that is it for today. I may finish off a couple more, and then I might come back and show you what I did with the other ones, and then I can add them together. But I feel like I need to just sort of, because when I do the videos, I feel like I need to, you know, progress fairly quickly. So I don't like, you know, when I'm feeling undecided, that I take a long time. So sometimes I just go faster when I'm off the video. So anyway, I'll do some quickly, and then I might add those onto this video so you can see the other ones that I did. So thank you for watching. Bye. Hi guys, I'm back. I said I would show you what I had done. So after I went off on the other video, so I'll just show you quickly. I did this one here. I just put some book page, a little bit of plain book page on one side, and just a scrap like this sort of size down the bottom. Some music paper, some gauzy stuff, and then one of the images. Oh, I really love this one. So this one, I put some medieval Mirage paper, this paper here, in the background, and I put the pocket there. I did this tag with a little bit of sari silk at the top and just on some old book page, and I stitched this to some lace and a piece of ripped fabric, and then I glued it to the background, and I love that with the pocket. This one, I put 2 strips of medieval Mirage paper, a little bit of the super old book page, some music page, one of the images, and then some fabric and a stamped hemp. And then I did this one. This has got one of my doilies behind, then some medieval Mirage paper, a Tracy Fox label. I liked this one with this because it was very grungy. It kind of went with the doily and the paper. And then just one of the images put at an angle, some old fabric, and just a little piece of music fabric that Roberta sent me. Thank you, Roberta. And I really like how this one turned out too. So this one, just old book page, one of my old letters that I've scanned, one of the images, and then to the side, underneath the image, I put some lace, and then on top of the image, I put some tea-stained gauze, or what do you call it, cheesecloth in America, and then one of these little round images. And I really like how that turned out. And then these are the other ones that I did at the beginning, actually on video. So super fun. Now what I've done, now I said I would to Asabi that I would show how I organize my kits, like my digital kits that I purchase from people or my own. So basically what I did was, I don't have my stapler here, but what I did was, so these are very big file folders. I'll just measure them for you. They are 25 centimeters or 10 inches by about, what is that, 13 inches, and about 33 or 34 centimeters. So they're quite big. They're bigger than an A4. So what I did was, let me move my mess out of the way. I just folded in maybe an inch, not even, maybe an inch on the sides, like so. Lulu, can you bring me the stapler, please? Yes, please. I'll get Lulu to bring me the stapler so I can show you. And then I turned this one in as well. for the moment, this is the best thing I can think of.
Here you go, My Majesty.
Oh, I'm Her Majesty. You don't say My Majesty, Her Majesty.
Her Majesty.
Yes, thank you, Lulu. I like that. I like to be Her Majesty. Right, would help if I had a clear space. And then I folded up the bottom maybe slightly more because I could, like so. So I make my creases. Then, oh no, that's not necessary. You could trim diagonally across here if you want to, but you don't have to. So all I did then was, it's very, you could sew it. I did start off with sewing some, but it's not really necessary. So close to the edge, staple it like this. And then I put a staple in here, in that corner, so it didn't annoy me. You know, things annoy me. And then there, close here, here. So you just staple it. It's really easy peasy. Staple that one, and then I staple in there so things don't get caught. And then I'm probably totally off screen here, so I'll show you. So it's just staples very close to the edge there, one here to hold that, and that's it. That's all I did. That is it. And then I wrote the name of the kit, and then I slipped it all in there. I can slip in both sides. Now the other thing is, because we're working a little bit with Medieval Mirage, as you know, the kits have, I mean, look at this mess. The kits have so many elements to them. I mean, seriously, so many elements. It's just crazy. Like, Jaff is a super designer, and there's just all this mess like this. So what I was too scared to cut them all out because I thought I'd lose all my pieces. But I'm in a mess. I can't keep flipping through it all like this. So what I need to do is, and I'm going to do this later, is I'm going to cut everything out except for the papers. The papers will stay, but I'm going to cut everything out. And what I've thought I would do is, I've got Glassine bags galore because I can get them from my wholesaler, and most things fit into this size Glassine bag. And I don't feel like I'm wasting a Glassine bag because I can always reuse them. So that's a 9 centimeter or a 3.5 inch by 6 1/4 inch or 16.5 centimeters. So that's the size. I mean, maybe it would be good to have one the next size up. I'll have to go and look and see. That's my biggest Glassine bag I keep. I also have a little teeny tiny Glassine bag as well. So you can see here. Do you want me to measure it? Like you can answer me. 12 centimeters or 4.75 inches by 2.5 or 6.5 centimeters, the last one. So I'm putting all my little teeny tiny elements in these because it's more annoying to get them out of a big bag than a little bag. And I'm sort of dividing them into types. So this is something I received something with this one from someone. So I'm dividing them into bits, and you could even write, if you want to remember what range it was, Medieval Mirage Odyssey Volume 1 or whatever. I might do that, I might not, because I might like to use these. These are like the belly band things. Then I've got the cards, like there's all these cards in all different sizes, so that's one size. I've got these little strippy bits in little bags. I've got these little square ones and rectangle ones. Then I've got I'm going to put tags in there. And then I've got these strippy bits. And then I've got bigger cards, square cards, and ovals. And I might have a little mini one for circles. I don't know. These are the bigger ovals. So that's how I'm going to organize my kits from now on. I'm going to be very organized because look, I just work in the biggest mess with all these elements, and it takes me forever to find everything for the videos. So that's what I'm going to do. But that's how I've decided to organize all of my kits as well. They are all in. I need to get a bag for those. I might put those in. Well, I like the Glassine bags because you can see in them what's in there. And yes, so that's what I'm going to, that's a big job to do there. And also I think I've mixed up my kits a little bit too, so there may be a few alien things. This is all in theory medieval obviously, but I already think there's a few things in there that aren't supposed to be in there. So that's what I'm going to do. I think that'll help if I've got things in bags, and then I can just, instead of going through the mess of papers, I can go through the mess of bags. So what else did I want? I think that is it for today. And I'm going to go and join these two videos together. Just to reiterate, we did 2 different sizes of, oh gosh, I love them. What are they called? Straw paper bags, envelopes. And so yes, I'd like to develop those a bit further. I'd like to do some tricky things with those. I think I like this idea. I want to do a bit more with this, with the belly band and the tag inside, and the pocket. I like the pocket idea as well. And the other thing about Jaf's kits is, you may have noticed, those of you who have purchased them, is there are so many elements, and what I'm thinking is a good idea is to create embellishments with them that you can then use. Look how many I did today. Wow, productive. So to create, oh, I like that one too with the pocket. So to create some elements that you can use, then embellish a lot faster and easier than just sort of working on one item at a time. So I think I will be doing that in a video this week, is creating embellishments using little bits and pieces from the medieval Mirage kits, like these little bits and pieces that you think, oh, what will I do with that? Because that's what I think when I look at those. Oh, I love that. Sorry guys, I'm oohing and ahhing about my own produce. Okay, I better go, and I will be back again soon. Bye.